Hey! So, yeah, it's been a while since I've done a cooking one. I'm not gonna do as experimental as the other times, but this is gonna be something I've never made before. So, it's not gonna be totally new, but at the same time, it's gonna be completely new. The other time I tried, uh, I know I got a lot of shit for it because, it looked like a mess, but Uh, it wasn't really because it looked like it was gonna be, but when I actually tried it, it wasn't too sweet. And now it looked like it was a lot of sugar. But to make simple syrup, it's one portion water, one portion sugar. So if you have a lot of water, which a lot of people aren't fucking thinking about, a lot of water, you're gonna need a lot of sugar because that's how simple syrup is made. But speaking of simple syrup, I'm not gonna do as heavy as last time, but sorry, the thing is weird. But right now that is 1 cup water and 1 cup sugar. Uh, so I'm gonna use that as a simple syrup right now. Uh, This time I measured it because I don't want it too much right now, and whatever I end up not using, I'll just save uh, in a thing for later because you can make all sorts of stuff with it. It can be for cocktails, it can be for other sauces like barbecue. But uh, but that will be a little different than how I made it last time because a good way to make simple syrup for barbecue as well is 2 cups sugar, 1 cup water. But this will be 1 cup sugar, 1 cup water, so it won't be uh, as sticky. But it will be uh, it will be used either way, so it don't really matter. But I have rice just cleaned and being used. I was gonna start ahead and do everything right now, but I thought the chicken was gonna be done defrosting when I got home. Apparently not, so it's still pretty solid, so I might have to try to defrost it one way or another, so yeah, see you in a bit. Okay, since I got a new tripod and it's a lot more, the feet are a lot more impact, I can put it on the counter and actually have it like this. So these didn't fully defrost as much, but it's not so much where it's too much of a bother. Because I have cooked like that before. I know it's not the best way to possibly have it, but I've done it before and I don't have to worry about it popping as much as people might think. I've cooked like that quite a few times and still come up with dishes that are still pretty good, so I don't have to worry too much on whether or not I have to be cautious. I still am going to be because might as well uh, be cautious about oil in general because I'm going to cut this and on a bowl on the side that I'm not letting you guys see yet until I got these all cut and tossed in there. But I have a bowl right next to me that I'm going to toss all this in. And it's nothing special, it's just right now uh, flour, specifically uh, bread flour because I don't have all purpose, but uh, I don't have any all purpose on hand. But I have made a good homemade chicken with uh, bread flour instead of all-purpose flour. So it's not. It's probably gonna be a little different if you guys try doing bread flour and your guys are used to all-purpose flour, but it's the only thing I got on hand and I'm working with what I got, so it works for me because I've done it before and I know it works, so I'm all good. Some of these pieces might be a little too small, which is fine. It's good to have small pieces sometimes, just not oversized, because then that'll be a little more problematic, because then you have to worry if that cooked all the way, but at the same time these are all being put into hot oil eventually, so don't really matter too much. But I'm having them all cut to about bite-sized pieces. I don't know how that would measure out, especially because not everyone has the same mouth, I guess, so it don't really matter. But oops, there we go. And of course it's sliding. There we go. If something slips, try to make sure it's easy to cut where it's not as slippery, because you don't want to end up going to the hospital. I know I'm not doing the claw thing. It's sometimes harder to do it with stuff that keeps moving. Sometimes. Other times I can do it just fine, so I would use my bigger, because I have a bigger cutting board, but right now I don't have it clean and available, so right now this is the best I can do. As I am doing this though, I am going to kind of update on what's going on for my channel a little bit. So at some point I was able to get myself a PlayStation 5 thanks to my brother. So with that being said, I'm not going to be streaming on the laptop as much with a lot of games that I end up playing over and over. So yeah, update is I'm going to have slightly better quality, because I haven't streamed yet. I might later tonight, if not tomorrow. But I can already tell from what I played a little bit that the quality is definitely a lot better. I haven't played Rainbow Six fully, but I had tried the firing range just to see how the controls are compared to PlayStation 4's controllers, and already I can tell it's a big difference. Not too worrisome big difference, but it is a lot more smoother, I want to say. But hopefully when it comes to the streaming stuff, it's going to be a lot more smoother. And since I'll be on the PlayStation, I'll be able to hopefully use my phone like I used to on the 4, so I can look at chat. So if anyone wants to talk to me and while I'm using the PlayStation 5, I'll be able to actually see it a lot more. Though my phone is kind of small, and for some reason the chat is always, or my phone isn't small, but the chat and everything is just fucking tiny for some reason, so it'll still be hard to read and sometimes notice. There's a lot of times where I've done stuff like that, so apologies for how small Twitch has it on my phone. that actually might be good. I'll save these for another time. But for now, I'm going to just clean up real quick, and I'm going to have uh, stuff tossed, so that'll be a second. So this is the bowl I was talking about. It has the bread flour, the chicken I just cut, and I'm gonna put some salt in it. I might use the salt for later, so I might keep this out for on the side. And that is, what is that? That's 1 tablespoon of salt. Actually, I'll use 2 just in case. It is a lot of chicken and a lot of flour. That's 2 tablespoons of iodized salt. It's supposed to be healthier for you, but I don't know. Apparently it's supposed to be. So I'm just gonna say it's because that's what Google says. And whatever research and stuff that Google pulled it from. But I'm not gonna put any pepper in this. I'm just gonna put salt, mostly because I'm not going to put any other seasoning in the chicken, because this stuff is going to be put in oil that I have behind me that is warming up, and most of the other seasonings I'm going to use is going to be put into another pan that has a whole bunch of other stuff. So eventually, yeah, I'm gonna put other seasoning, but right now it's just flour, salt, and then whenever it comes to the sauce after deep fry, not really deep frying, but frying all this in oil real quick. And that will be it until I'm prepared for whatever else. So whenever the oil's done, yeah, I'm gonna toss it in. It doesn't matter. It's gonna cut to when the oil's done anyway, so it doesn't really matter me telling you that. So okay, so just real quick, this is hot but not fully hot. I might need to add more oil just in case, but this pissed me off. So this is a brand new garlic powder thing, and I grabbed it because I thought it was an already open one. Fucker, there's like a lot missing. Oh, fucking bastard. The fucking company, you motherfucker. It's fine, I at least got something, but still, like, I thought it was... That's fine. I was gonna use actual garlic anyway, but I got a bunch of seasonings I needed to open up, and I was gonna like do it as the thing was getting ready, but fucking, I wanted a decent container full of this, but no, it's missing a decent portion of it, which pissed me off. It's like, look at that. Look at that. That's almost up to my second joint. Second finger joint almost. Just putting my finger in there. You gotta be kidding me. Anyway, I'll be a second. I'll probably add more oil just in case, but yeah. Okay, so that should be pretty hot. Toss in a few of these at a time, if not, probably just all of them. Look at that. probably one more. So we turn that down. Yeah, I probably should be putting that up a little more. Turn it up a little bit, just in case. There we go. As that's going a little bit, I don't need this one anymore. Do need this one now. And a little below medium. As fresh garlic. Use a little bit of a simple syrup from earlier. And a little bit of ginger. Come on, get up. This was used for the simple syrup earlier. This can cook a little longer. Since those ones were on a never mind. I'm not gonna do that. But since those ones were cooked on a higher heat, those ones might not need to be tossed in again. These are gonna cook for a little bit. Try to get all the acid out because my mom doesn't like spicy shit, so I gotta make sure that the garlic isn't hot. Which, for those of you who don't know, garlic is naturally has a spice. I can tolerate it. I like spicy stuff. I've had stuff from that's supposedly made from Carolina Reapers and ghost peppers, and I'm always okay with this. So garlic is nothing, but a lot of people might not know that raw garlic is spicy. And there was one time where apparently I didn't cook the garlic long enough, and she complained that it was a little too hot because I didn't cook the garlic for long enough. So yeah. Crushed red pepper, just a little bit of that. There we go. Wasn't going through fully. Might want that a little higher, just in case, with a little more ginger. These might need to be up a little bit as well, just in case. So for now, just to make sure this doesn't just burn completely, I did cut up oranges and stuff. I was gonna try and make somewhat like a somewhat orange chicken, but there's going to be a lot of people might say it's a little too much sugar. At the same time, everything has sugar in it, so kind of weird to complain about something having a little too much or too less when literally almost everything, especially here in America, there's a lot of sugar, caffeine, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So that's about half a cup of brown sugar. This is half a cup of white sugar or regular sugar. Do that. Plus the simple syrup. So yeah, this is going to be a little bit of it. And then whatever sugar is also in the orange. So it's going to be interesting. But I'm trying to make this at least a somewhat thick enough sauce. But unlike last time, I'm a lot more measured. Definitely compared to last time. I need to add some more liquid just in case. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff on that. But, and I have a cup of water here, but I'm not going to add all of it yet. Just to kind of add a little over time. Oops, I spelled a little. I spelled a little more. Oops, it's fine. Like I said, I know it seems like a lot of sugar, but at the same time, a lot of things are made with sugar and stuff. Trust me, it sucks. So, because I don't eat a lot of sugar in general. The only sugar I really eat is from gum or soda. I don't really eat candy a lot, and I barely even eat desserts. So. That looks pretty decent so far for just being simply flour and salt with chicken. So that's doing pretty good. I know a lot of times it's just boring for me, for people to watch me, because I don't talk a lot as I do with whenever I'm playing with like friends or family and stuff like that, and I stream with them. It's because I don't really know what the hell to talk about, because it's just me. I talk to myself all the time. The only difference is I'm in front of a camera, but I don't really give a shit because I don't care awfully too much about anything really. But I still care enough where I still watch for what I try and say to do. So my content is most likely just, if you like it, you like it. You don't, you don't. I'm not trying to please everyone, because I'm not really a people pleaser. Although I do talk about trying to write music and stuff, and a lot of people that are famous and everything are very much people pleaser. Not all the time though, because you have people like Gigi Allen whose main thing is try to figure out how to piss people off. So, but that is half a can. The other half I'm just gonna eat because I have I use this little bowl to save it because I didn't have any other bowls that I can really spare right now. But this is all the juices, so I might either just drink it if I don't need it, but if I do, I'm going to pour it in here. So that's all the juices that were extra in the can, and then in here is half a can of oranges cut up. I cut them to about the same size as the garlic. Just in case, I am going to add just a little bit more. Hopefully balance it out. And I'm also going to add a little more salt. It doesn't smell too bad. It doesn't smell too sweet or anything. By the way, the rice has been done this entire time. That's why you haven't really heard much of it. It's just on keep warm right now, so I'll deal with that in a second. That's still pretty light, so I need to wait for that to settle. As that, I'm going to put away what I don't need, which I'm going to wait because I have that recording. Since I only have about one batch and I just need to make sure that this is all cooked, so I cooked all the sugars as much as I can, but keeping at least a little bit from the oranges and a little bit of the brown sugar at least. I'm going to turn this down quite a lot, about in between low to mid. And with that being said, I'll be back in a sec. So, oops, I accidentally did something, but I will fix that in a little bit. You guys won't really notice, but just for context, I accidentally ended the last one, so I might have to edit the two videos together. So right now I have this at medium to high heat. It was high earlier, like on full on high. I just wanted to burn off some of the sugar and some of the liquid as well, but not too much because I still need enough to have flavor, but also coat shit easier. But the garlic should be not as hot now. This is the last batch. As you can see, this is all the other batches, which doesn't look too bad. They're all just a little tender. Oh, the outside is very crispy. So nothing really too bad so far. Probably probably need to do batches of cooking chicken in this because this is really small. That's the only big thing I have. I mean, I have a big pot, but I don't really want to just use that because one, it'll be a little too much dishes to do. Number one, and number two, too much effort. But I haven't added anything yet. While I was off, I am going to add salt right now though, just in case, because it is a lot of sugar, so I want to kind of balance it out a little bit. I accidentally spilled some. Actually, I'm going to grab a little bit of it eventually. I know. I'm going to back down to a low medium. So far, everything looks pretty good. The other, I know I keep repeating myself, but I just want to get it straight. I'm not that much of a terrible cook. I've made a lot of different ways to make tacos. I've made a lot of homemade hamburgers. I've made meatballs. I've made lasagna. I've made chicken parmesan and stuff. And they were all pretty good. Yeah, there's a few times where I messed up here and there, but it's not because of ingredients or too much stuff. The videos though I've made that are on YouTube though, some of those are mostly just experiment, like, hey, I'm gonna try this because why not? One, it gives me content. Two, I was a little curious of what if I do this instead of that kind of thing, you know? You know, that's actually not too bad. My problem mainly being is my main problem is it does have a slight kick, but if I can tell there's like a slight kick, that might be a problem towards my mother, because, well, she does not like spicy stuff. So, yeah. That's the main issue, is because if I can tell there's like a little kick, it might be way too spicy for her. But I don't think it has way too much spice. Besides, she likes buffalo wings and stuff like that, so maybe it won't be too hot for her. Because it's not like I'm trying to kill you spice, it's just slightly has a slight kick that is noticeable, but not like, oh, I need something to help cope with it kind of thing. Hopefully that makes sense. But it's not too bad. It's just about the right thickness I need it to be. It's not too sweet. And it has a slight tang to it. But it's not like a tangy thing. And I think I cooked off the oranges a lot, where it's a lot more transparent, because I can see like some bits here and there, but they're very translucent right now. Pretty sure these might be done, actually. I'll leave them in for another minute, just in case. Alright, that should be good. This is the last batch. The rest or the flour, I tossed away because that was all just sitting in a bunch of raw chicken, basically. Or sitting in with raw chicken, so I don't want to really reuse it because that would not be healthy. But it is looking pretty good. Move this to a back burner, let that cool off. That's still hot. Actually, I'm gonna have this on low heat, turn that off, because I like this one better and it has a bigger burner. Oops. And drag all this all the way down to Funky Town. Actually, maybe better if I did this. And here we go. Do that. All right. Now, might not need this. Now for the fun part. Toss these in a thing. Toss this in sauce. Don't know why I couldn't think of the words for a second. Actually, I might be able to just do all of them. That's great, let's just do all of them. Yeah, it's big enough. Never mind. Now that is all good. Toss this around a little. At least try to. It's not looking too bad though. Could be worse, probably could be better. But for what I got, this is actually not too bad. Just a simple, use what I have, orange chicken. I'm gonna put this on a medium. Medium, slightly low. No, just medium. I know some of you are probably going, make up your fucking mind, asshole. I don't care. Actually, got this for a second. Give me a sec. Show me this, Batman. I gotta walk. This is... Not really a riddle, but it helps toss shit around. I think I made the sauce a little too thick to do that. Shit. That's fine. It means it coats it better, so not gonna complain. And I know I said I didn't want to add another thing to do dishes. I got a dishwasher, so I can clean most of this, and whatever I need to clean by hand, like this thing, I can do simply. So I don't need to worry too much. Gonna make sure the insides are cooked, because I know I fried them, but at the same time, sometimes when you fry stuff, it doesn't cook all the way through. That's why when you make stuff like chicken parm, you fry it, but then you put it in the oven with sauce and cheese and stuff. So that's why it's usually made like that, is just to make sure everything is cooked thoroughly. And with that, some homemade, use what I have, orange chicken. So yeah, I'm gonna put this in a bowl and stuff real quick, so give me a sec. Some lovely white rice. It's very sticky. Grab myself just a little bit. More. I don't have my own chopsticks or anything, so suffer watching me eat this with a fork. So gonna probably not. Just gonna I know technically you guys already saw part of my house, but still I don't want to just have it showing the whole house. So these are the other half of the oranges, so if you're wondering why I have the bowl still, that's why. But when it comes to the orange chicken, not too bad. I'm not gonna say this is like perfect and stuff. It's not too sweet, even though yes, there's a lot of different types of sugar. A lot of things are made with sugar and stuff. And no, this has no MSG and stuff. But it's not too bad. I do gotta say that it probably would be better with maybe cornstarch instead, maybe a little bit, because since I don't have any cornstarch, that's why I used simple syrup, because I don't have anything as a good sticky combiner. So I just thought, why not use somewhat simple syrup, because it's not always sticky, but if you cook it the right way with the right stuff, especially since I was going to use brown sugar and a little bit more of regular sugar and stuff, it was going to be, yeah, a lot of sugar mixed in with work, damn you. Oh, never mind. I'm already using the height of it. It's probably because I have this thing tilted down a little bit. That's probably why. Anyway, don't mind me. I'm being a dumbass. But it's not too sweet though. That's the odd thing, is it's not too sweet as a lot of people might think, because last time I did something like this and I didn't have measurements, I had a lot of sugar, and I mean a lot of sugar because I had a lot of water that needed to be balanced out. So if you're gonna complain about the sugar, if you're gonna complain about too much sugar and stuff, it's not. And if you're gonna question sugar in general, you should question what you're eating day to day, because I know I'm repeating myself a lot. I'm just trying to get it through some people's head that it's a lot worse than you think. A lot worse than you think. But that's another story for another day. But this is actually not too bad. When you toss it in with the chicken and stuff, I was worried that some of that kick that I was noticing earlier would be a problem, but I think the chicken and the rice actually help dial it down a lot. Yeah, because I'm not really getting as much of that slight kick I was noticing. So I should be good there. Otherwise, for me, I'll probably add sriracha and stuff to make it spicier. Or whatever else I have that's hotter, but probably just sriracha for now. If not, I got Tabasco, Louisiana hot sauce, and a Red Hot, Frank's Red Hot, so if I want to do that, but no. Probably sriracha or something else. But, yeah, that was just simple, made with what I have, orange chicken. So if you like this, please consider liking. If you want to see more cooking stuff, let me know maybe. Otherwise, when it comes to the gaming stuff, I am going to be doing a lot more PlayStation stuff because of the PlayStation 5, like I mentioned earlier. And that's so far mainly it. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and see you in the next one.